Hey friends, how's it going? Hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a good weekend. I can't believe it's Saturday already. I have been wanting to upload more and I have a lot of ideas and stuff. Um, but I'm finding it like really hard, it's like after work because it's like you work, you wash some dishes, you run a couple of errands, you go to the grocery store and then suddenly it's like 10 p.m. So, yeah, I've just kind of been struggling with that. So I want to try to maybe like record multiple things over the weekend and then spread them out through the week, or I don't know. We'll see what happens. So thanks for hanging with me while I get all that figured out. I finally stopped being a lazy bum and I leveled and geared some champions on my account. So I just thought I would do some little showcases on them, show you where I'm using them, my gear, what I'm doing with them, how it's helping me on my account. And the one that I finally did is Gnishak Verminlord, the Rat King himself, his honor. And so, if you know anything about me, I am incredibly averse to doing fusions. I do not associate with fusions at all. The champ could be like, their kit could be like, this champion one-shots every boss in the game. And I would be like, I don't know. They're annoying. It's not for me. I'm going to pass on this one, guys. So I did not do his fusion like 8 months ago or a year ago or whenever the heck that was. But this champion is super fun. Yeah, I just pulled him in like an ancient. He just randomly popped up like that RNG. And I was stoked because I know he's super good. Everybody's known that for like a year. So nothing new there. But he's so much fun. I've never had a bomb champion before, but it's just so much fun to just see it tick down and then they just boop. I love it. So he's been a lot of fun. He's helping me in a lot of places. And yeah, just a super cool champ. So you can see my build here. And like I said, I've never built a bomb champ. I don't know if this is acceptable. I know how to. I guess I just wasn't sure, like, is 6784, like, is this enough attack? I think it's pretty decent. But obviously there will be people who have a lot better. I did go triple perception because I do want accuracy. I want to use him in hard dungeons and places like that. So yeah, I do have like 430 accuracy. He's pretty fast considering. 240. He's made of paper. You've only got 30k HP. But yeah, that is him. You can look through the pieces if you want. Speed, accuracy, attack percent, speed, attack percent, accuracy, speed, speed, accuracy with attack percent on the main stat. On the chest, attack percent on the main stat, speed, accuracy, attack percent main stat on the boots, speed. I guess that's our only good roll. Couldn't get any accuracy or anything. But yeah, overall, I would say I'm happy with it. Attack and attack percent here again. Amulet, attack. Didn't get lucky on the accuracy. So we've just, that one's whatever. This one was alright. So overall, I'm fine with it. He seems to be doing his job. And so let me just show you what I'm kind of doing with him. I am using a little bit of him everywhere. So, I'm not super into PvP because it's kind of just like how many good champs do you have? How good is their gear? It's kind of like a pay to win for me. So I'm not a huge fan of it. I just do it for, for the rewards and everything. So yeah, let's see like if we have anything. Oh, I beat this incredible freebie earlier. So yeah, I think, this is what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a big tanky team that is slow. You can see I was like kind of messing with him earlier. So let's see what happens. Oh, this is perfect. Yes, all 4 in stone skin. That is exactly what I wanted. Okay, So he's just going to place the bombs, which he can't place through the stone skin, obviously. It looks like we got resisted by Duchess. She's also a bad affinity to me, so I could also weak hit on her if she hadn't resisted. So let's see. So boom, he's gone boom. I'm going to use my other nuker, which is Tars, to wipe out the Duchess. Oh no, they have UDK. Oh, I forgot about that. I always forget about that. Okay, so this will be a little less simpler than I thought. So the UDK is gonna go boom. We didn't actually have any buffs on, so that's not good. That's just definitely gonna be resisted again. Sorry, I don't know. I thought it would be kind of an easy one just from sort of looking at the player power number and we loaded in. I always forget about UDK. Okay. So Gnishak, I mean, you saw them. They all just popped. He's awesome. And what I've also found is that a lot of people in my, kind of like low tier live arena, they're really afraid of this champion. Like I get a lot of people who ban it, and then, that allows like a more scary champion of mine to get through, like, Taurus or another nuker or like even like a cleanser, they're gonna like prioritize banning this guy. And if you throw him in as like a last pick against somebody who didn't pick, block debuffs or like a cleanse, like then it's just a guaranteed win. So I'm having a lot of fun with him in live arena, and I'm finding that a lot of people will ban him. So it's kind of working both ways. Like either they ban him and then maybe I can slip something else better in there, or it's just a free win because I last picked him and he completely counters their entire team. So very fun in that way. But like I said, PvP isn't really a huge focus for me. I'm not a fan just because it's kind of more of like a how much did you spend thing as opposed to like using too much tactics. So I definitely prefer to just focus advancing my account, having fun in the PvE. And so he is in my hard dragon team. I haven't really focused too much on the hard dungeons. When I told my friend I leveled him, he was like, "Oh, you should try him in hard dragon." And I never thought about it, but it's definitely true. He's really good there. So I'll show you. I think I had beaten like all of hard before, but my time was very slow, and I had never put in the time to work out like an actual decent team. But I just kind of slapped him in here with some other stuff that I thought would be good, and it worked. So, like I said, the team isn't like optimized. You probably don't want to copy it or something because because it's not very good probably, but it brought my time down to something actually respectable, especially like it's super raids right now. So I'm definitely gonna use like all my energy on this today. And the other thing that's really nice about him in these waves is that if I use like my seer or another nuker, any nuker in the game, you need the setup, right? You need like the decreased defense. If you have like Lydia, the decreased defense weaken. So you need the whole setup to like really one-shot these waves. But the nice thing about him is that all of this damage is coming from these bombs, and they don't need any setup at all. So that was awesome because, sometimes it feels like you need like 10 champions in these fights and you can only pick 5 because it's like you need the debuffer, you need the nuker, you need, like cleansers and healers and revivers for like when you actually get to this like really tough fight. And yeah, so that like completely eliminated my need, I guess, for the debuffer. So it brought my time down a ton. It's still a few minutes. Like I'm sure you could look up people farming this fight in like 30 seconds, but for the average player, for me, who is the average player, like I'm definitely happy with, I guess, what he helped me do in this fight. But like I said, this probably is not the most ideal, efficient team. I I mean, even right now, it's kind of looking a little sketchy, so I don't know how much I could recommend it, but um, it has been working for me. I've farmed it quite a bit, like in the past couple days. Yeah, and then he just dies to the bombs. All right, now let's sell this undoubtedly. Terra, ooh, the double flat stat roll, everybody's fave. So that's my hard dragon team. And then of course, like, you could use him in a Doom Tower wave. Probably any wave content, he's very good. So we're not super high in the Doom Tower yet on this rotation. We're only up to 79, but you can see I was kind of like messing with him earlier. So yeah, you can definitely throw him in a Doom Tower wave. He'll provide crazy, crazy damage. You can see like he was already in the team. Like I've definitely just been experimenting with him everywhere in the game. I'm obsessed with bombs right now. They're just so much fun. So let's see. Might take a bit. All these cute little Broadmaws that he's gonna blow up. Cute little Draco Morphs and Yaregs. This is a very cute wave, actually. A lot of very cute champions, in my opinion. This is not like the team I usually use, by the way. Like, a lot of people use like those seer activation teams. That's totally fine. I'm just saying, like, if you're looking for somebody who's gonna do a lot of damage, Doom Tower wave. I know I don't have like a crazy seer activation or team or an amazing seer, so I kind of just use like whatever's best for the wave. I guess they're all reviving each other. So much explosions. We probably shouldn't. We probably didn't need to watch the whole thing, but it's okay. We're committed now. We're committed. So there is also the panda fusion going on right now. Like I said, I hate fusions, so I don't think I'm going for it. But he seems like somewhat polarizing. Like some people are like, yeah, he's amazing, and some people are like, he's terrible. I definitely don't think you could look at his kit and say he's terrible. Like clearly he has a lot of uses, and is probably better than most of the champions in this game. When you consider that like 90% of like epics and like half of legendaries are completely useless, like I can actually see where this champion is useful, but committing to a fusion is a lot of work. So like for some people to commit, it's gotta be very good, like nut. So I don't know. If you guys have any thoughts on the fusion, let me know. So yeah, absolutely capable of clearing a hard Doom Tower wave. He has more than, there's a Hefric standing here, and he has more than double his damage. So maybe I shouldn't have even put like another nuker in and just let him kill all these waves. I was just trying to speed it up a bit, I guess. But more than capable of being put in your hard Doom Tower. If you're on normal, oh my god, he's just gonna smack on normal. And then I've talked about this before. Another place in the game that I'm trying to focus right now is Hydra. So let's just do an entire Hydra fight right now. Just kidding, just kidding. I did, right before I started recording this video, I just recorded a little Hydra fight that I thought I opened here. What is happening? Okay, here it is. So, this is hard. Hard is the highest difficulty I do. My clan hasn't unlocked brutal or whatever's next, so this is hard. I've got like, you know, the usual suspects. There's a Geo. I threw in Gnishak as my other damage dealer. There's like Python. Oops, sorry. There's Python, Ugo, Mithrala, and then it is a like Fearhead rotation. So I do have my Shamail here to deal with that. And I'm not gonna watch the whole thing obviously because it's like half an hour long, but I was impressed. I mean, this guy is like he can do a lot of damage, and you don't really kind of think of Hydra as like the typical place that you would use a bomb champion, but he can put it out in here. You know, and even you've got the head who's cleansing, but the poisons are protected, right? You can't remove his poison debuffs. So he just has like a ton of debuffs on him all the time. I mean, look at him. You've got like bombs for days, poisons for days, and the cleansy head, a head of decay, it can't deal with it. And if it does remove the bombs, they get turned into these unremovable poisons. So it's like, it's kind of like a win-win. Like either I'm gonna bomb you or I'm gonna poison you. Take your pick. So he definitely has a lot of potential here. Like I said, this is my hard team, and if you look at my team, it's missing a lot of important things. I know I've talked about how I don't really have a reliable decreased speed applier. There's no provoker in this team whatsoever, so it's missing a lot of the components that people consider integral to their team. And yeah, when the day is done, this did very, very close to 40 mil. It almost did 40 mil. And Gnishak did 16 million, and Geo did 12. And this is a Geo that's like having his turn meter boosted the whole time by Shamail. So that's a lot of damage. So, and he got eaten first. It was honestly a little bit unlucky. Like he got eaten first. Yeah, I think here he's getting eaten. I could not save him. I probably should have redone it and maybe could have gotten like 50 mil, but I don't know. I'm not gonna. The one key is, oops, where am I? I'm lost. The one key on hard is 20 mil, so I'm not gonna walk away from it. So we'll leave it. But yeah, he definitely has crazy damage output there. I don't know if you could put him in your Nightmare team. I'm certainly not doing Nightmare, but yeah, he was very successful in my hard team, and then obviously normal. I mean, you're gonna be destroying those heads like crazy. So yeah, really, really fun. I've just been having fun with him all over the place, bombing people 10 out of 10. It's just kind of a fun mechanic, right? He's a fun character. Like the poisons, the bombs, he's just outputting so much constant damage, and yeah, he's just super fun. I'm happy with it. I'm trying to think. I think that was all of the areas I wanted to. Oh yeah, okay. So faction wars. I mean, faction wars, it kind of bothers me when people are like, oh, that champion is so good in faction wars, because like, yeah, if you 60 any champion and put good gear on them, of course they're gonna be good in faction wars. You know, it's just like common sense. But yeah, I did get the 63 stars on Skinwalker Crypt. And the only champions I have 6-starred in this faction are him, Razelvarg, and Ragesh. And that team was able to do it like super, super easily. Probably could have done it without Razelvarg, honestly, because Ragesh just like stuns everybody the whole time. So those were the only champions that I used. Yeah, let me see if there's anybody I'm forgetting. I don't think there is, though. Yeah, it was just those guys. Not using any of these other ones. They were just sort of standing there. The only thing to worry about, though, is that the final boss, the final boss is the one who transfers his own debuffs onto you. So you do have to be very careful not to bomb yourself. I would not recommend bombing your entire team. You only make that mistake once. I definitely did that, but yeah, obviously he's a god there. And CB, I mean, obviously, most of you are here because you guys saw my CB video, so you know I use Myth Air. So Mr. Bombman is not going in my team, but I mean, theoretically, he has decreased attack, he has bombs, he has poisons that can't be removed, so he's gonna fill up the CB's debuff bar so quickly and do a billion damage there. But, you know, that would fit into like more of like your when you haven't worked out like a speed tune and everything yet. He's just kind of a champ that would be generally good there, but he probably wouldn't really fit into like your tunes so much, like my team or yeah. But yeah, that is the Rat Man. He is super fun. He's helping me farm more gear in Dragon 20, or I'm sorry, Dragon 10. So yeah, let me know your thoughts. I hope you guys have a good rest of your weekend. Take care.